Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Atlas of Nowhere. But today we're focusing on Atlas of Ivy Glade, which was my hard mode island, and it is done and it has a dream address. And as I was searching up my dream address, I learned that there's another Ivy Glade, so shout out to Joanna from 2020. But anyway, I just want to welcome all of you to a tour of my kinda hard mode island, Ivy Glade. As I was recording this dream address, I realized that it ended up going very Wes Anderson. So just let me have my moment with that. Starting with the airport, it's green, it's got the flag, and the entrance is probably one of the first things I did. And it's come a long way, but it's kind of the beginning of the island, right? Behind the entrance is my museum, which features this small garden area with the wedding day bell right center in the front. And next to the museum is the start of resident services, which has also come a long way. Here's another view of the island flag, which I am very proud of. Able Sisters is behind resident services, and a little bit to the left of Able Sisters is a little ode to some of the pro designs I made. And I'm really proud of these two. There's 3 villagers that live up here: Tangy, Antonio, and Marcy. So we saw the right side of the entrance with resident services, and now we've jumped over to the left to this path which will take us back to one of the front beaches, which is a little wedding day area. My first pride in joy on this island is probably where I kept my crops, which are within the rules, and they're in bunches of 3 to commemorate that you could only sell them that way. And I'm just blown away by seeing how it used to be. Behind that is Nook's Cranny, and I like to think that the scooters kind of remind us of some of those crazy markets. And I love this walkway behind Nook's Cranny with the wisteria and the lights and this path. I just adore it. Before we move on from this area, my little gyroid field, very important. And as we go back behind Nook's Cranny once more, I have another area for villagers. So we've got Hugh, who lives here, and then we've got Octavian's house. And this was actually the last one that I changed the exterior on. Then there's Pappy's house. And lastly for this area is Melba's house. And behind all of this is a huge flower fountain. This took forever, but it was really fun to do the hybrids. I only had to get a few of them from another island, but anyway, that was when it wasn't so hard mode. I also have a little bamboo area, which leads to an outdoor little cinema movie place. Then there's a little path which leads to the campsite, which I'm also very pleased with. I hate decorating the campsite, so it's nice to see something that I actually like. And as we head on back down from that back area with the campsite and those villagers' houses, I have to show you this. Like, look where we came from. I love this concept for a river mouth. Absolutely obsessed. Now we've hopped all over this island. It doesn't really have like one continuous path, but back to resident services. There's some more stuff on this side of the island that I need to show you guys. First and foremost is this little transition seating area. Simple, and I absolutely love it. And it leads us to this area that I used to use for my weekend markets. Then as we head up here, there's some more villagers to look at. So Chatter's house is very special. It's on the peninsula. It's got its own everything. And then there's also Gwen's house. As we head down the coast, you might remember that Kat was one of my starter villagers, and we're headed to her house. And at first, I didn't like her at all. But I got her photo, and she just never wanted to leave. And I'm okay with that. Again, heading back through resident services, I have another area to show y'all, which is behind some of the residents' houses. And I still vividly remember placing every single tile and custom path over said tile. It was an ordeal, to say the least. But behind here is a little reading nook with the peach chairs and the waterfall. Again, it's crazy looking back on how far this area has come. Next to that is another river mouth, which has a bridge, and it's super simple, but I do like how it just kind of finishes out this edge of the island. Leading up to my house is the most important, most exciting, most vivid part of my island, which is the hyacinth garden that leads up to my house. The outside of my house is designed for designing, so it's got everything I need in order to do just that. Now onto the inside. It starts with my main living area. Then turns into my seasonal room, so naturally, for summer I did a mermaid room. Next is my very relaxing bathroom. And then there's my very chaotic office made for writing and reading in particular. Upstairs is the dining and kitchen areas. And my basement, which is art storage slash anything sort of messy on purpose type room. Back outside, I have my mum garden, and I've got to have yellow mums because I love the mum cushion recipe. Continuing to the left side of my house is a sunken pond waterfall area. And lastly, this half-baked area with a fountain and art that may or may not be real. Who knows? Lastly, I will show all of you my map, which with all the in-game pathing looks really intricate and really cool and complex. Even though sometimes my island doesn't feel that way, but here we are. Of course, I have to show another flyover comparison. It's crazy to think we started in the winter / very early spring, and you know, we are in the depths of summer now, and that is where Ivy Glade will perpetually live on a wonderful June summer night. And that is Ivy Glade, and that is the end of me attempting Animal Crossing hard mode. Thanks for watching.